So today is March 31st, which means Captain Marvel has already come out, Avengers Endgame is less than a month away, and I have yet to do my Captain Marvel reflection, which I'll be doing right now. I was able to see Captain Marvel opening night, March 7th, not March 8th, and I actually had a chance to watch it again, I think March 16th. It sounds about right. Because it's still new, I don't have the luxury of going back and forth between scenes and trying to find the right quote or moment. So I'm just gonna kind of do a general reflection on it, and maybe I'll have a chance to expand on it at a later point. And what I mean by that is, as an origin story, this is the first one where the character really goes back to find out who they were and who they are. Granted, it's because she lost her memories. It kind of made me reflect on what shaped me, and I don't want to get into too many specifics because it's going to be a longer, more disorganized video if I do. I think I want to use that opportunity to talk about my experience with this thing, I don't know what I'd call this, video series, experience, reflection, processing, coping, endeavor, personal project, take your pick. Before even watching Captain Marvel, I already knew that the movie was going to focus on the main character kind of having amnesia or trying to figure out who she was and what shaped her. So because I already had a sense of that, I already kind of thought about it. And that's actually a little bit of what helped me figure out what I wanted to talk about in my previous Ant-Man and the Wasp video, where I talk about how it was a reaction. But looking back on this experience, it was different. Never have I really ever tried to do a personal project like this. I hope that I get to do more of these, not necessarily just with MCU and Marvel movies, but with other things. Actually, because of this, I'm more encouraged to do other similar videos to this where I just kind of talk about what I watched and what I experienced and how I felt about it. Yeah, looking back on my experience doing this, I was able to learn a lot about myself. I was able to reflect on moments and thoughts that had always been there, but I just never really actively thought about and really tried to figure out. For instance, I think I talked about it in my Doctor Strange video where I was sad, I was depressed, and I tried to screw myself over and how that manifested itself and things like that. I also realized how much I've changed. Maybe not so much in just the few months that I've been doing this, but how I went from when I talked about, because the first Iron Man movie came out when I was in high school, and kind of just thinking about when these movies came out in relation to my life, I found out just how much I had changed since then and how much I continue to change. And what I ultimately learned from this entire experience of doing these videos is I learned a lot about myself. I changed and I grew, and I'm learning to be okay with it because some of it even surprised me just how much there are some things that I really want to do and there are some things I really don't want to do, and it kind of makes me look forward to my future, as short or as long as it may be. But for now, I'm just really looking forward to Avengers Endgame. It's in less than a month away. I kind of wish I thought about it before, but I'm also going to be doing Instagram posts. But I'm going to be following the movie daily, leading up to Avengers Endgame, just for fun, just as another personal thing for me. And I'm not going to do another video for that. Oh my goodness. But I will be doing Instagram posts in conjunction with it to kind of, that's my check mark to show I watched the movie today. It will have a little bit of my reflection, but my Instagram post will be more about when I was watching it that day. Whereas, because I don't want it to be too much like, it's the same thing, just one's a written, one's a video. So I'm going to try to differentiate the two a little bit more. I will have some preconceived thoughts because those are the thoughts I really want to roll with, but I will try to differentiate them. Oh, another, similar to Captain America, when, Cap just has some good lines like, I can do this all day, or you get hurt and back, if you get killed, walk it off. Can't run away, from the first Captain America movie. Captain Marvel also had a really good, just general, everyday advice, and that is, don't let anyone tell you what you can and can't do. And that's especially great for, the big demographic of the audience that this movie was geared towards was women and young girls. And that's a really good message, and just a great message for anyone in general, but especially for women and girls. That's something they really need to hear. So when this video comes out, it will be the 22nd of April, which means Avengers Endgame in 4 days. I'm excited.